down, bro. It was endgame, bro. With the way like women would like just, I wouldn't have to convince them. I wouldn't have to convince them to go on a date with me. I wouldn't have to convince them to hang out. I wouldn't have to convince them to call me. Like, I wouldn't have to convince them to do anything. And by the way, some of us feel like this when we're trying to make friends. We feel like this. Please, please, may I have a shilling? That's how you feel trying to make friends. It's not just women, right? You feel like you're the dude that like nobody wants to be friends with you, right? Or they treat you like crap and you don't understand why. You're like, hey, there's nothing wrong with me. Why do you treat me like crap? Oh man. Then you glow up, and especially muscles as a man. When you get muscles as a man, the way that everybody wants to hang out around you, like you're popular all of a sudden, like you're like the life of the party all of a sudden, it's unbelievable. You're like, I didn't change. Why is everyone fucking with me all of a sudden? Like, what? And then because people treat you like that, it's positive reinforcement, and you start to just take the role. You're like, yeah, I am the cool guy. Yeah. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on, and I'm gonna wear a tank top, and I'll be confident because my muscles are still showing. You know, whatever, bro. It actually changes your personality a bit. It's crazy. Yeah, so this time when I was lean and I had muscle, which was like quite a short window in my life, because bro, I don't take steroids, bro. It's not. That was also one of the times when I was most miserable in my life. Do you know what it's like going to the gym when you're fasting? Going to the gym when you're on a calorie deficit is literally such pain. Doing cardio on a calorie deficit is pure pain and misery. I remember I went on a date with this girl, and I was so miserable and out of it, even though I looked better than I ever had before. She was like into me, and she actually wanted me to go. I I think like so I dropped her off at her house, and she wanted me to go inside, but I didn't realize it because I was so out of it. Like I was just like I was just like my brain's running on like 1%, right? And I was just like bye, and then I just left. And then she was like, "Why didn't you come inside?" I was like, "What?" But anyways, you know, they're like, see, women watching this probably won't understand. Like they will, but there are different thresholds for women. For women, it's easier to have it like this if you're younger. If you're a younger woman, it's pretty much like this by default, where everything in life is easy. It's kind of like a cakewalk. Now, that depends on a lot of things, okay? If you are a not as kind of visually blessed woman, then you'll still have it hard, okay? Like, that's valid, okay? I'm not saying everybody had it easy. But what I'm saying is, like, that's the feeling. That's the feeling. Think of one of those, like, blonde women that are very attractive. Like, it's kind of like a cakewalk. Okay?
Hey,
It's like,
what's going on? I'm just getting a drink.
Imagine they're trying to walk into a pond, and a bunch of dorks are putting down lily pads before each of her steps, and now she's walking. It's like, you know what I mean? She's like just like walking, and then like I don't know why that came into my mind. I guess it's not even a good example. What I'm saying is like I've seen like attractive blonde women that are like really, really attractive, right? Like everything's so easy for them in their life. They literally won't even have money. They'll literally just go travel. Like, I see these people firsthand because I travel. They won't even have money. They'll just like go travel, just like book the ticket and figure it out. They'll just like some still. It's like the world like upholds them somehow. Like people are like, oh, like stay my place, you know, like stay here, stay there. Like we got you. Like everybody wants to help you. So yeah, it's crazy, bro. When you look like a movie star, people treat you like one. I'm not saying I ever looked like a movie star. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying when I had muscles, man. When I had muscles, it was crazy the difference in treatment I got from both men and women. It's like, it's just really fascinating to me. I think about it a lot. Because it's like so weird. But yeah, unfortunately, once you know what life is like on easy mode, you can never go back. That's the sad part. The sad truth is like once you know what that whatever you want to call it is, once you know what that's like, bro, you don't want to go back. And actually, there's a theory that Karens, like what a Karen is, like there's a theory that Karens are pretty much like attractive women that have gotten older, and now because they're older, they don't get as much attention or as much like nice treatment, like over the top nice treatment, right? But they, by the way, they still get treated better than like 90% of the population. But because it's not like the top 0.01% of treatment, like they're some queen, they think the whole world is mean to them. And it's true. And that's what will, by the way, that will happen to you. If you have muscles, you for some reason used to look healthier, better, and then you decline, trust me, bro, you're going to feel like the world's meaner to you. When in reality, you're just getting treated like everybody else has always gotten treated. It's crazy. One thing that messed me up was when I was in that stage of my life, bro, the amount of women, like every woman I would talk to, almost, would, at that time in my life, they'd be talking to someone else or in a relationship, and I would never know. And then they'd tell me eventually, or I'd find out eventually. Some random person, like some random guy would like DM me. Like this happened a couple times, right? But it also just kept happening. It's like, what is going on? Like, what's going on with this world? So, yeah, I don't even know what to say. It's just like,
lock in a fiber-fueled internet deal from Sparklight and leap into hyperspeed. Get 300 meg internet for just $24.95 a month with a 12-month price promise. Switch and save big while you stream, work, and play. Ask about free unlimited phone for 1 year. Visit sparklight.com.
You've got a big day, and you need to smell fresh. That's why the all-new Unstoppables gives your phone for 24-hour non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk. Unstoppables fresh. Smell unstoppable.
The moment I saw Relay and what it was capable of is the moment that I knew it was something good. The traditional bank model, it's not there to support you in your finances. It doesn't give you control over it. It's a big bucket and a big mystery. I spent the last 3 years there with Brown Book.
Oh, so it's real.
It's real.
I'm here. Thanks. To kill you.
This place, there's something I don't think is about. Something dangerous.
Please call for less than 60 of this bunker. For your own personal gain.
We're coming down. We will end this.
It's never just about the bunker.
I think that's not me though. I think that's more of like basically how dating. Like I think that's a problem with dating in general nowadays. I think that everybody can relate to that. You know, like I think this is happening a lot. Where if you're talking to a girl, you'll find out that she's been talking to someone else seriously for like 6 months or something, and it's just like what that. Most of the time, I would just stop associating with her. If she had a man or, you know, just talking to someone. So, now, for a guy a guy to live like a blonde girl that's very beautiful, kind of just like living life on easy mode, it's actually possible. It's possible. But the thing is, it requires a smaller percentage. Like, so, for women, you just need to be in the top 1% of your age group. And you can live like that, where you basically live for free. Everybody has you all the time. Everybody pays your bills. You could ask strangers for money and they just give it to you. In fact, you could just put your money thing in your bio. This might actually be the top 10%. I don't know, maybe top 5%. In a like younger age group. Just put PayPal in your bio and just get money from the ether. Okay? This is how it is for me. Now, if you wanted that to be used, man, it's possible because I used to be big on TikTok, so I'm friends with
Why do they hold me up?
that are
Hunting for my
and
dream.
I've seen this firsthand.
Huh?
Some
How does it feel to be right all the time when it comes to my life? I feel like you asked this before.
Basically, bro, I think first of all, I don't think I can even become one of these guys, no matter how hard I try. I think it's just not in my potential range, and that's fine. I'm not sure if I would really want to live. Actually,
So yes, yes, Luther. Luther.
That would be a good life.
Lex
Like, TikTok.
Luthor.
Like, just
Lex
living life on
Luthor.
easy mode 'cause you're like, but anyways. Do I think that I could become one of these people? No, honestly, no. I'm not that.
Hunting for.
But it's okay. It's okay. Basically, these people, they're like male
No
models,
one's gonna live it.
and they
Just
do
gonna
live
move
life
and
on easy
move.
mode the same way like a very attractive blonde
Just.
woman would.
Where's my earrings?
To be the
And my
same
pen.
range as the top 5% of women, as a man, to have the same benefits of pretty privilege or whatever you want to call it, you would need to be the top 0.01%.
There it is.
Probably there's a range, probably the top
Hunting for my
0.01% to the top
dream.
0.01%. That's what I say. Sometimes, like, you know, just like, well,
Okay. Hunting for my dream.
They honestly just kind of manifest money. Companies reach out to them. They just offer them tons and tons of money. I see this firsthand. Okay, so it's really just because they're attractive. Sad to say, but it's true. Like, I know one guy that got a deal just sponsoring a flip phone, right? And it's just like this foldable phone, right? And he just made some like video where he's just like walking around all day, like and then he's like,
How am I? I'm pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Things have been pretty good. One of my women who's not a headache got back with me. What else? I've just been enjoying my time away from Thing 1, the NYC Gremlin.
Anyways, bro, basically the comment section on an ad was just a bunch of women like totally thirsty. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like like we can all agree that that's
Hum.
It's achievable for me, no. But maybe in another life, right?
Does the energy of Mart
That's funny.
has a die and we are both free?
The point though is that's what it is, bro. By the way,
Yes,
you're on Instagram, like
we survived.
on Instagram, they're like, you're always beautiful.
We survived and made it to the checkpoint.
Greece, and then they're in here, and then they're there.
It's time to keep getting the work in.
First of all, sponsors. Second of all, people just send them money.
I feel like there's something I could put on the third monitor, but I won't tempt myself to get distracted.
Basically,
Hunting for my dreams.
both men and women. So I know this because I have friends
I have another
that are
necklace
in
on.
this industry. So random people, both men and women, will just ask them to
Hunting for a dream,
like, I'm having a yacht party.
searching for a place.
Can you just be here? Can you
It's
just
the
be
same dream I've had
like, we don't want any, we'll pay you.
since the day I saw your face.
Right? To be somewhere.
You may never
Just
know
like, pay your ticket, we'll fly you out. Just like,
how far I will go
just come party with us, right?
to trace your
And so that's
heart
basically what it is. That's how they travel for free.
on my very
That's the same for both
bones.
men and women. So, anyways, my point is, right? I've experienced what it's like having muscles. I'm back in the gym, bro.
The lady also said I got the job too, and Gregory will reach out.
It's crazy what type of privileges you get with muscles. It's unbelievable. And I did an experiment last summer.
God, my face feels smooth.
And I had like this very skinny build. Because I had a theory. That all that matters is your face. All that matters is your face, right?
I swear this person has asked about Andrew already.
I'm believing that's only your face that matters. Is it true that your face
I
matters?
swear she has.
Did I get some results?
No one has
I got
counted
about
on
70%
it.
of results.
Like,
60% of results. But when you have a good looking face and then you add in muscles, it's like you become invincible. Absolutely OP. Having a good face and a muscular body is like literally like living life on
very
cheat
well.
codes, bro. What's it called? What's it? It's like living like life as an admin on the server. Like you're just like you're ascendant, bro. Like I can't explain it. Bro. It's just crazy, man. So yeah, I'm just getting back to the gym. I'm getting back to the gym. And here's the thing: you've worked out before. If you've worked out before, you still have all of your muscle myonuclei that you built. So what that means is that if you want to get your gains back, you can get gains back that you worked 2 years for. You can get them back in 2 to 4 months if you really hustle. So honestly,
Hi
if
ho,
that's for like 15 years. That lasts like 15
hi
years.
ho.
You could have not been in the gym before. You can exercise for 15 years. If you used to be built, you would get those gains back still 15 years later if you go hit the gym.
Okay. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if your relationship with Andrew is the one that you're meant to be in. Going by your cards, the Queen of Cups in the primary position and reversed does show that even though the relationship has some good moments, it does seem like there's some things lacking about it. This is further built upon by Seven of Wands in the secondary position. With it being reversed, it shows that the level of comfort and security between the two of you is often in jeopardy, which seems to be stemming from a communication problem. Overall, the future is shown in the Queen of Swords, which is mostly noting that this relationship won't end up being a long time deal and that you will end up needing to step away from this to try and find yourself for a while. So, overall, I would say that this does imply that this relationship isn't the one meant for you for lifelong. And if you want to know more information about what the future holds for you in terms of relationships, as well as who would be a better candidate for you to date, you can give me a call or send me a message. God, I really do feel a lot better since I've started working out again. Actually, now that I've learned some new tech, what can I do? I wonder if this will even work. Um, hmm. Brainstorming. I'm thinking. Hmm. Hunting for. Oh, 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 Okay, let's do that. Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same dream I've had. Hey, hello, how are you? Since the day I saw your face, you may never know how far I will go. Oh, why is my camera so bad? Do I have to like recalibrate it or what? Left my man, he was being an ass. Well, you know me. I am the first one to say, if the man is annoying, you gotta get rid of him. You gotta get rid of him. Okay, we're sharing this. Nice, nice. Why is my camera so bad? Maybe it's because of the light? Yeah, it's probably because of the light. These guys nowadays just want sex and don't want to do anything else. They should hit up hoes instead. Well, look, I think you gotta stay aware of what they're talking about in red pill spaces. Otherwise, you're gonna get blindsided. I always want to know what the men are talking about because they're coming up with some devious strategies right now. You gotta be careful. Am I talking to you? No. I was talking to someone else. They left their man. So I was just giving them a heads up.
So mad at me that he's willing to risk his millionaire life.
What? How am I on a low? Oh, I did forget to charge this. Thought I was talking about Greg and Luther. Well, I mean, you probably do need to make sure. I mean, do they watch Fresh and Fit? If they do, you need to be careful. I need you to check their phones for any red pill. I want to go on a vacation. Where? You want to go to Cancun or something? Okay, well, if they don't watch, yeah, okay. If they don't watch Fresh and Fit, then I think you're okay for right now. But the male brain rot is getting pretty bad. I want to go to Sweden. What's in Sweden? I actually never hear people talk about Sweden. You may never know what is happening. Just weird stuff. I mean, you hear the videos in my background sometimes, right? About the men who are like, they're just losing their marbles out here. They're always talking about, I don't know, women. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if your husband has completely moved on from you. Going by your cards, the strength card in the primary position does show that he does seem to have some level of stability when it comes to distancing himself from you. This is further built upon by Four of Cups in the center position in reversed. So it's showing that even though he gets tempted to draw a bit closer to you, there seems to be something that's making him stand his ground when it comes to you. Knight of Swords in the final position is alluding that you can expect in the next few weeks for something to come up that will cause him to take action. And by this, I mean that it seems as though he will either try to push for a complete separation from you, like divorce, or he will push himself into blatantly cheating with someone else. So I would keep an eye out on that for the next few weeks. Now, if you want to know more about what the future holds between the two of you, as well as any other issues that may come up between now and summertime, you can give me a call or send me a message. You may never know. Yeah, no, they are both fine. Yeah, your men are fine. I mean, I laid eyes on them. They seem fine. You may never know how far I will go. Even my lips look kind of refreshed. Mm-hmm. 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 Ah, I'm understanding now. I'm understanding. I'm understanding a bit more. Hmm. I wonder. Let's get into it. The Pito Hui. I don't know why I keep going back to that bird in my mind. Hmm.
Yeah, that's why he can't walk. Not because he's fucking 800
He's
pounds.
obese. He needs to quit drinking. Okay.
Oh.
Here we have this one from Jer.
By the way, I hate how he puts...
What's blocking me from finding love? Apparently my sister got a reading like yesterday or something. So she's still talking about that with my family. Apparently the reader couldn't get any information about me, which is pretty funny. That was a little amusing. Did I already take my medicine? Yeah, I did. I did. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know what's blocking you from finding love. Going by your cards, the primary position being filled by death, and with it being reversed, shows that one of the major issues going on with you does seem to be a reluctance to accept change and also facilitating it. So it does seem that you are a little bit stuck in your ways, and this does affect your ability to accept certain people coming into your life. So it seems like you've had some pretty good opportunities for love, but you've kind of rejected a lot of those chances. Page of Cups in the secondary position in reverse also shows that in terms of your demeanor, it does seem that due to the many disappointments you've experienced, sometimes you're not at your best when it comes to your disposition and how you engage with others. But this is pretty fixable. It just requires you being a little bit more confident and a little bit more understanding of others. Knight of Cups in the final position in reversed does actually say that you will have an opportunity with someone very soon, and it's stressing that you need to work on the established weaknesses that you have to make sure that this person gets a fair chance. Because if you allow yourself to engage with this person, you will end up finding a pretty hefty amount of love in this connection. Now, if you want more details about what to expect in your future when it comes to relationships, as well as any other issues that may come up, you can give me a call or send me a message. You may never know how far I will go. Someone just email me. ChatGPT just emailed me.
That's always high quality.
That is disturbing. Oh my god.
Whoa, buddy! He's getting behind this drawing of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel with Wonder Woman, and he's about to confess here to jerkiness to this image.
Oh my god.
This gets him hot and horny. This gets him fucking bricked up, and he's gooning to cartoons of Brie Larson. Not even the real Brie Larson.
Like the cartoon.
Listen to him.
This is something I can give you. Thank you, Jeremy, for exposing the straight white male. Now, see, these are people that think they're being really edgy, but I mean, I'm definitely gonna pleasure myself through this picture later. So,
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy!
I thought you were kidding.
Gooner alert! Gooner alert! Gooner alert! No, today, buddy, the lily has no gild upon it. It's just a plain white lily of the valley fountaining for old ham planet today.
I believe him too. I thought he was like an exaggeration.
No, he's being honest. He's like, you think you owned me by posting this shit I'm gonna jerk it to later? Okay.
joke's on you. Joke's on you. So I look forward. Yeah, like, is this supposed to bother me? She's looking hot. I mean,
She's like the midget, so that she's like hot. What are you talking about?
He's getting up over nothing, buddy. Like,
I don't understand.
By the way, is he gonna make videos about her again? She's the voice of Rosalina and Mario. Did you know that?
oh,
Oh, that's how we're gonna piss on Jared's grave towards the end here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I can't wait. Hop on over. I can't wait to jack off. What? To
yeah.
oh
You
my
can't
god!
wait.
What the hell?
No, have a look at this greasy antic string chair, buddy.
Oh,
He's got an Arby's half-pound roasted pig. Now, you think that's bad enough that he's gonna eat the Arby's half-pound
Yeah.
roast beef,
and
but that's not where this is going. It's going in a real demented freakazoid direction, okay?
is he gonna use it to jack off?
No,
Here you go, little buddy.
he's rubbing it on his fingers. He's rubbing it, the roast beef grease,
Why?
into his dirty, unwashed, unkempt neck beard, buddy.
So gross.
But why? Why, Jared? Ew! Oh, he's doing it! He kept doing it! Whoa, buddy!
Oh my god.
Oh, that's disgusting.
My
Good friend, Mr. Beastie. Took this part of my guy's $5 basement is choosing which way.
The future of home shopping is here. Introducing Homes AI.
Welcome back. How can I help?
Homes, there's only 4-bedroom homes in San Diego. Compare the first two homes. Why is the first home more expensive than the second?
Let's compare these two listings. The Sorella home offers. Well, okay. So here comes Jer addressing the allegations of being cucked by a bull. On our last
You just live
episode of
somewhere
Jer, actually
bad.
our second last episode of Jer, we revealed
And
the
crossing it.
scandalous, shocking bombshell revelation that Jeremy
Crossing it.
Angley has a very, very good friend, a guy who's the moderator with a special role in his Discord server, who he on the show multiple times has invited over to his house, had him over to his house, had his wife over to his house, and the guy on Reddit is a full-blown degenerate swinger. He's actually a bull for multiple different cuckolds. He does wife sweat, all this fucking crazy shit. Wide out in the open. And it was beyond any sort of denying it. Like, it's just completely proven. The usernames match up. Everything matched up. So Jeremy can't.
Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you want to know how Jeremiah is feeling about you right now, and you want to know if he's mad at you, and if he'll reach out to you. Going by your cards, 2 of Cups in the primary position and reversed does show that right now he doesn't really seem willing to communicate with you right now. So I would also infer that this means that he's still pretty upset at you. However, 6 of Cups in the secondary position does show that he hasn't completely thrown away your connection. He clearly still cares about you and does find that the time you both have had together is meaningful. So I would just try to give him a little bit of time in this area. Now, as far as will he reach out to you, 7 of Cups in the final position and reversed shows that he will, but there will be a bit of a delay. So this kind of just is establishing what I've already said, is that you'll need to give him some time. So for now, don't really try to push any direct communication with him. Let him get it out of his system on his own, and he will end up engaging with you again. Now, if you want to know more about the future between the two of you, as well as any other issues that may come up from now until summer, you can give me a call or send me a message. What are you doing right now? Are you still doing school stuff? Oh God, my back. No, why? I was just wondering. I mean, what are you doing? I'm just curious. Oh God, how many? There's so many Sams in the world. It's crazy. Oh, you're on TikTok? Oh God, who knows what you're seeing there? Set up my algorithm or don't see stuff I don't want to. Yes, the algorithm is very state of the art on TikTok. I haven't used it. Um, hmm. I think the last year I used it was God. I think it was whatever year the big boat fight happened. Was I think around the that was about the last time that I had TikTok on my phone. So maybe that was 2023. Oh crap, I have a message. Will Roger unblock my number in a few weeks? Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you mainly want to know if Roger will unblock your number in a few weeks and message you and try to reconnect with you. Going by your cards, Seven of Cups in the primary position does show that right now Roger is thinking about you and he's contemplating reaching out to you. However, Nine of Pentacles in the secondary position and reversed shows that he is worried both a little bit on the moral side of contacting you when he knows that you're probably talking to someone else. And he also just doesn't like how things broke apart between the two of you. So he feels like he should just leave things where they are and not really get back into the mix with you. As far as the future, Eight of Swords in the final position does show that coming in the next few weeks, he will really want to see you. The desire will be there, but it seems like he's going to keep holding himself in check. So, from what I'm gathering, it doesn't seem like he's going to really engage with you on his own at any point. So, that would require some initiative from you. So, you would need to try and contact him in person or try to get a message through someone else to him. Otherwise, it's going to take a great deal of time before he would unblock you. Now, if you want to know more about the future between the two of you going forward, or any other issues that may come up going into summertime, you can give me a call or send me a message. Hunting for a dream, longing for space. I think I actually ended up hitting my goal last night after the stream ended. So my check, actually, I think I was like 10 off. Cause yeah, I think I was like 10 digits off because someone sent the required stuff for the spell a bit too late. But I did end up hitting, so I was like 10 digits off. So basically, I made 150 for that month. So I'm really going to enjoy this 1K paycheck. It's going to be really nice. Even though most that entire check is definitely going towards medical stuff and preparing to move for October. So I can't really ball with it. And I definitely can't stop working. I gotta keep working very hard. When's this woman gonna message me? She keeps playing with me. God, these workouts have been doing such good for me. I can like feel my booty again. It's nice. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you want to know if you and your fiance will get back together. Going by your cards, the High Priestess in the primary position shows right now things between the two of you are pretty tentative. So both sides are trying to figure things out between each other and trying to better understand if this can really work between the two of you. Death in the secondary position in reverse does show that there will be a change in the current status quo. So seeing as you're looking to reconnect, it does look like this change will be veering towards both of you coming back together and trying to make things work and stabilize. However, Seven of Wands in the final position is warning that there are still some sore spots between the two of you. So communication is a must to make sure that things don't regress back to where they were before. Now, if you want more information about where the future is headed between the two of you, as well as what your prospects are in terms of marriage, how the marriage will look in a year or two, as well as any other details about issues that may come up during the marriage, you can give me a call or send me a message. Longing for space. Hello, spiritual guide, and it's an AI chatter. Nice.
There's no way to explain it, but we have bees calling out to him. As the video we're calling and what's going on with the court.
Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if your ex is thinking of you and if they're wanting to reconcile. Going by your cards, the Fool in the primary position does show that right now your ex does seem to be thinking about you, but it seems to be a little bit more casual than before. So it almost seems as though he's not really putting too much stock into thinking about you right now. Eight of Cups builds upon this in the secondary position by showing that mostly they seem to just be worried about moving on from things that happen between the two of you. So it seems like they're trying to keep a positive mindset about you, but they also want to keep their hands clean of being intermingled with you anymore. Now, Page of Wands in the final position is showing that in about a week, they will seem to kind of relent on their current mindset and will give you a chance in connecting with them again. So it seems as though the future between the two of you is a little bit ambiguous, but it does seem like it will take a slightly positive turn. Now, if you want to know more details about where the future between the two of you is headed, as well as any problems that may come up from now until summer, you can give me a call or send me a message. Longing for space. Fran, I've definitely seen someone ask about this person before. What can I do? What can I do? Hmm. Hmm? Wait. What? Did I say something? Or were you humming my Because I think I hummed. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if Fran will reunite with Troy in a romantic relationship. Going by your cards, Page of Cups in the primary position and reversed does show that currently, in terms of romance, things are definitely in a negative spot between the two of you. However, Five of Wands in the secondary position is showing that something will come up, some kind of opportunity, since it does seem like there will be some interpersonal drama related to your sir. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if Fran will reunite with Troy in a romantic relationship. Going by your cards, the Page of Cups in the primary position and reverse does show that right now, in terms of romance, things are in a negative spot between these two people. However, it does seem that ironically an opportunity will come up pretty soon due to Five of Wands in the secondary position in reversed. It's showing that some kind of window is going to open due to interpersonal drama in their shared social circles. So, whatever is going on there, I think I'd keep my eye on how that develops. Ten of Swords in the final position and reversed is kind of warning that even though it seems like there will be an opportunity for both of these people to reunite romantically, it does seem like it will end up just being a short fling where it burns very hot and then it randomly just breaks off. Now, if you want to know more details about what to expect in the future between these two people, as far as summer to the end of the year, you can give me a call or send me a message. Thought I said something to you. You may never know how far I will go to trace your palm into my very bone. What? Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if you and Ace will be together for his birthday. Going by your cards, the Hangman in the reverse position in the primary spot shows that right now things between the two of you are a little bit awkward, which is mostly pointing towards something that happened in a social setting. Now, Nine of Cups in the center position does show that both parties will be on board with being around each other for the birthday event. However, Knight of Wands in the final position in reverse is mostly saying that in terms of there being something more meaningful than just blanket attendance, it does seem that if you're looking for there to be something more meaningful, like a deeper, intimate connection from this, that will be lacking. So it seems that you'll still need some work in this area before things return to how they were between the two of you. Now, if you want more information about where things are headed between the two of you going into summer, as well as any other issues that may pop up, you can give me a call or send me a message. Into my very bones, you may never know how far I will go to trace your palm. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know, will he ever reach out to you again? Going by your cards, the Hierophant in the primary position does show that right now things between the two of you are actually where they need to be right now. This is mainly saying that regardless of any distance between two people, that sometimes that's required for both sides to fully develop and become the kind of people who can then be more productive around each other. Ace of Cups in the secondary position is showing that there will be a growing desire for him to reach out to you. So this is already a positive indicator, but Queen of Pentacles in the final position does show that there will seem to be some other woman who will kind of get in the way of him contacting you. Now, this mostly seems to be a drain on his attention than anything else. So I would try to keep an eye on what exactly he's doing and who exactly is talking to him to figure out what exactly is this other influence. Now, if you want more information about what the future holds between the two of you, as well as anything like your compatibility, you can give me a call or send me a message. You may never know how far I will go to trace your palm into my very bones. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if you should wait on your ex who you really want, or should you go ahead and focus on the man who can give you a life with financial stability? Going by your cards, the Ace of Pentacles in the primary position is already a positive indicator towards staying with the one who can support you financially. However, it's also warning with Seven of Wands in the secondary position in reversed that by going down the route of who can sustain you monetarily, you are opening yourself up to a very estranged arrangement, which this is pretty common, where if people get together solely because of money reasons or anything not particularly tied to the heart, then there do seem to be issues that come up, and it becomes harder to trust each other as a result. Five of Swords in the final position is kind of talking about this as well, showing that if you were to stay with the one who can just give you material needs, then ultimately you would be dissatisfied, and this would lead towards very undesirable things such as infidelity, for one. So overall, going by your cards, I would say that you probably would be better off waiting for your ex to come back around. Now, if you want to know what the future looks like between both of these people, if you want to compare them and see which one would be the best fit for you, as well as if you want to know more about what the future holds for you in either of these two, you can give me a call or send me a message. If I get the questions done early, then that frees me up. Who did I love more? What? Okay, there's no way I can answer that.
Visit your local pet food retailer today. Investment taxes, including crypto, can be complex, and they're all no matter what your portfolio looks like. H&R Block knows about all the regulations and nuances, so you can make the most of your taxes and maximize your gains.
But you guys have to check this out. So you can basically enter a prompt like this and add a few details, and then the AI will essentially create a fully functioning website for you. You can even test out different layouts, different colors, and it is directly within the tool itself. I'm blown away. Honestly, this is such a game changer. This is going to make it available to anyone who wants an intuitive way to make their dream website.
Anyway, one of the guys was telling the story.
He wanted that dopamine hit. the clout of being good friends with a Jeffrey Epstein style
So, by the
character.
way, this isn't the only time he talked about this. So, we're going to do a little bit more background on this group. Again, I really, would refer everybody to the documentary The Vow on HBO.
I'll watch it tomorrow. I'll watch
And
it
you can
tomorrow.
get the full backstory on it, but I'm just going to the Wikipedia article of the woman
You
that
can't
he's
watch
talking
it.
about. Yeah.
The actual dog was talking.
So in 2014, Nexium adherent Rose Laura Junko founded the media organization The Knife of Aristotle, later shortened to The Knife. Nikki Klein is the woman Quartering's talking about. Okay? Nikki Klein was given a job with the organization and was credited as its executive producer. By Klein's own account, she helped Keith Raniere found a secret sisterhood that started in 2015 called DOS, also known as the Sorority and the Vow. The U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York said that DOS was arranged as a pyramidal organization with Raniere at the apex and subordinates Klein, Allison Mack, and others as its first line. The first line were Raniere's direct slaves, instructed to become masters by recruiting slaves of their own. The slaves of the first line and below
What the
were
fuck?
to treat Raniere as Grand Master, but were not allowed at first to know of Raniere's participation. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this, but this sounds a lot like the role Ghislaine Maxwell had in the Jeffrey Epstein organization.
Well, yeah.
Except that the DOS sorority required a number of acts of devotion involving masochism or submission. These acts included ceremonies conducted in the nude. One involved branding with a symbol that was a monogram of the initials of Keith A. Raniere. Members were instructed to provide humiliating photos and derogatory information about themselves as collateral used to blackmail them into obedience. At Raniere's trial, several recruits to DOS indicated their masters told them to have sex with Keith or an individual acting as his proxy. The group also practiced forms of corporal punishment as well as severe caloric restriction and sleep deprivation.
Oh my God.
Sex cult, brand sex cult. In October 2017, the New York Times ran an expose of Raniere, Nexium, and its relationship to DOS. The article featured Sarah Edmondson, who gave her account of the branding ceremony. So Raniere, like Ethan Ralph, fled to Mexico in November of 2017. Klein later accidentally revealed his location on her Instagram, sharing a photo of Puerto Vallarta landmark that revealed his whereabouts to the FBI. The Mexican police raided the vacation home where Raniere members Klein, Mack, and Lauren Saltzman were staying. So this is a member of the inner circle of this sex cult that was there when he got arrested, is at Jeremy Hambley's house.
And he
Is a
knows
good-
about the cult.
Yes, and is
At this time.
a good friend of Jeremy Hambley by his own admission. After Raniere's arrest, a grand jury in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York continued investigating. Several were indicted in a racketeering enterprise indictment centering on, we're going to continue here. They were indicted centered on human and sex trafficking of the Nexium and DOS members, as well as illegal acts targeting enemies of the organization. In the course of the investigation, the government subpoenaed Klein to testify, but she invoked her Fifth Amendment rights. At Raniere's trial, cooperating witness Lauren Saltzman testified that Klein joined her in editing the recording of Sarah Edmondson's branding in a failed bid to preempt the October 2017 report in the New York Times. Saltzman also testified at trial. This is Jeremy Hambley's good friend, by his own admission, of a DOS sorority house, which hosted events where DOS slaves paddled and whipped each other, and where DOS slaves planned seduction assignments intended to traffic women for Raniere's gratification. Sex toys included a human-sized cage and puppy toys introduced as evidence the house was used for human and sex trafficking.
Oh
An
my
FBI
God,
agent's
dude.
affidavit supporting asset forfeiture indicates that while Rosa Laura Junko provided funds and owned the LLC that bought the DOS sorority house, Klein was the managing member of the LLC and her passport was included in purchase paperwork. After the house was sold, proceeds were deposited into a trust account held by Klein's lawyer, and after Ranier's conviction, a magistrate judge authorized the seizure of the funds. In a 2020 prosecution memorandum opposing the retrial of Keith, the prosecutor stated their position that the cache of DOS materials, including collateral in Klein's possession, is the product of fraud and extortion, as was demonstrated at trial. Devising restitution for the victims of Ranier, Judge Nicholas Garoffis ordered that as restitution, all lower-ranking DOS members are statutorily entitled to the return of their collateral. The order was stayed for 60 days, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is Chair's good friend.
Oh,
Here he is
my
giving more details about the situation to Bering and Dankula.
dang.
Live.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think people would. I mean, it's just like the same kind of mentality, like in a cult. Like when you look at these people that leave cults, they know how abusive and bad it was, but they always miss it. Like
They always miss. Oh yeah, they love the.
you talk to people.
You're back.
Here left,
Excellent.
Nexium, which is one that was in New York. They always say like, and then like they're like, yeah. There was this thing where they would.
Is he sweeping for cults right now?
Kind of, yeah. And this is the thing is, this
Ooh.
movement, this movement of Klein
Settings.
was going around and recruiting conservatives to sweep this as a woke narrative. That woke leftists were stopping men from getting the sex that they deserve.
Theory.
How long am I streaming for tonight?
That allegedly, in my opinion, theory. The theory.
I think I have at least another hour.
To interview.
Yeah, I have at least another hour.
So they can create this woke narrative for his anti-woke show.
I don't know about that, but what I do know, and I just have briefly, touched the
Oh, God.
earlier today. But from what I understand, and we're going to look at a Reddit post regarding this. This woman got Scott Adams on board, got Jack Posobiec on board. Looks like it had Jeremy, Hambly half on board. Now I haven't seen this interview that he did with her. I'm not sure if the interview is still around or what, but I imagine he probably didn't scrub it because the way he was talking to Hannah Claire, and that wasn't so long ago, is he seems very proud of his interaction and engagement with his good friend. So I don't know. But Scott Adams was like arguing with Gabe Hoffman on Twitter about how this wasn't a cult.
What?
And yeah.
Silver Scott Adams, he just passed away.
Yeah, I don't even really want to because Scott has passed
he passed
away, but
away.
it's
We're not gonna talk about
but
it.
you know what I mean? Like it's just like
He
a
was a
nightmare.
conspiracy guy anyway, so maybe he was like, but I don't even talk about that. But this is crazy. If someone finds that interview,
May I ask?
at us.
Do you
DM
see?
us anything, please?
Do you see me leaving for New York this month?
They were called readiness tests, and there were these things that Nexium did to their sex slaves. So at any moment, your master could text you, and
Imagine having a
I
sex slave
could look at it.
at your house.
I could.
Hey, you're my good friend. Come on over. You can meet my bowl.
I'm pretty sure that's like a $5 question.
Oh my gosh, sex brand,
have
sex
to reply,
slave.
yes, master. And
Whoa.
they talk to
Is
us
this chair talking from actual?
Well,
Like,
you could
seems
do
juiced about this shit.
that
Like, he's
and
fired
even
up
add in
about
an
that.
extra question,
Crazy.
and that would be $5.
Why did you say this is a cult? I mean, yeah, they had a.
Bering's like, what's happening? Like, Bering's like,
Why does it always say that I'm not available when I'm literally
I just
online?
want to point out that Jeremy Hambly's favorite show, by his own admission, that we've covered in the last number of shows, is Sister Wives. And he's fantasized a number of times. He fantasized about having 15 Ukrainian refugees on a compound.
he was gonna buy
He's not-
or build the
Yeah, he
apartment.
fantasized
compound.
about building a compound on with him as well. This is all about
Why are there a million cups in my room? to wait till I get paid. Yes. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get abducted anytime soon.
Who is facing like 100 years in prison for it. Isn't the one from Smallville? Yes.
V was there. It all how circle. This
Hmm.
is crazy.
Interesting.
Yep, that's her.
So B mentioned this is like
I comment
Huh?
like that woman. How is the face?
What did I say? Nothing.
She was the most evil one of all of them.
Nice.
Like, if you look at there's 2 documentaries out.
I said yes. I'll still be here. Like I'm not gonna get abducted anytime soon.
I'm gonna watch this documentary tomorrow.
Both available on Tire.
Because I was not aware and still am not aware of all that went on with this group. But I just can't imagine reading the cliff notes of what I've read. And we know perhaps the media doesn't tell the full story with things. We know as people who've been on the right wing that, you know, a lot of the time the media is untrue. But I can't imagine saying that one of the people involved in this is your good friend. Like, I just can't. And just like, he was so excited about it.
And being pumped
And the way
about
that-
it, I had them over.
And the
he
way that
said
he's
he
talking about
interviewed
the
one.
sex cult and their activities, and he's so excited about it, like just gleeful to recount the details of the sex slavery and stuff. Like, it's just suspect to me. It sounds like he's fantasizing.
I mean, because like if he said, "Oh, I interviewed one via Skype or Discord or whatever the fuck," and I was asking, you know, like it was like a, you know, like a like serious interview. It's like whatever. You're at your house having coffee and you're good friends, and then you're hanging out with Jack, who that person's there, and now you're saying that you saw crazy deviant things, and you're confirming that they were a terrible cult just 10 days ago, and then V shows up twice in 2026. Stop.
Yeah, she is a diabolical bitch. But anyway, yes, they do miss it, even though it was fucking, you know.
But anyway, the diabolical
They missed it. They missed it. They loved it. It was such a good time.
So this was a post around the time that this was going on. A warning: the Gator crowd is being recruited. I don't know if this is the Gamer Gator crowd or what they're talking about, to be honest. But this person is the mod. So there's a Reddit mod. Take it with a grain of salt here. The Reddit mod of the Nexium case, a true crime subreddit dedicated to documenting the ongoing case of Nexium. And she's talking about Nikki Klein of the Battlestar Galactica reboot, who was, by her own description, one of Renair's several girlfriends as well as his slave. Klein is also a known but unindicted co-conspirator, so she was never convicted of this stuff.
Okay.
But she had people testify to her involvement in the organization.
Okay.
Basically, from the sounds of it, to me, it seems like the feds really just wanted to take out the leader and his nearby associates at any cost and basically flip the people around him.
True.
Klein has promoted several websites devoted to trying to get Raniere off the hook. One makes the incredible claim that child sexual abuse images were planted, even though the victim and her family have spoken up clearly about years of abuse. So this is Jeremy Hambley's good friend, has said that images of child were planted on this guy, sweeping for a convicted pedophile.
Who had
Be
sex
obvious,
slaves.
honest. Yes, who the girl and her
They
family
were not
come-
planted. They're obviously real. Clearly. He's got sex trafficking, 120 years in jail. Oh, but that was planted.
Klein leads another project ranking many of Raniere's slaves, attempting to claim that since they consented to certain acts, then the victims who came forward are all a bunch of lying gold diggers. It's very much in the vein of fair gaming in Scientology. Of particular interest to the sub of late, Klein's efforts to gain an audience for this material has included engaging with a motley crew of known internet trolls and right-wing influencers. Many are people that you will be familiar with: Ian Miles Chong, The Quartering, Mike Cernovich
Ian
and Jack
Malchow.
Jacoby was apparently involved with this woman in some way.
I'm not
According to
shocked.
this Reddit.
Not shocked about Ian Malchow, to be real.
And Mike Cernovich hooked up with the trans, you know.
Well, there was a lot of stuff with Mike Cernovich. A lot
Yes.
of stuff with
You know,
Mike Cernovich.
so like these four individuals, I would not be surprised at all. But now I will say this.
Oh my
what I learned
God.
Today in my brief amount of research, apparently Miss Klein no longer, as of 2023, defends Mr. Rainier. But I imagine she didn't have much fucking choice in the matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if you engaged in this sort of activity at any point in time, I could not call that person a good friend. Could you?
I wouldn't even talk to. I wouldn't even interview them. That's insane. A sex cult that you're the second in command that helps with fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Moving on. Yeah. So Return of the Mac and Cheese sums this all up, and we see here the quartering has been forced to put on. Been forced to put on the beard, buddy. Been forced. So Jeremy Hambly was trying to get Jack Posobiec canceled for something he also did, but probably even worse, since this evil sex bitch came to his house and probably ate out Mrs. the Quartering and Jess and
Oh my
some
God.
Wisconsin bull. Well, Jer pushed your head down on it. Jer, you are a massive hypocrite. Continue to get owned and exposed for the piece of shit you are.
Oh my God.
Who's the cuck now? Put on the Jack Murphy beard, buddy. If the Jack Murphy beard fits, pal, fucking wear it, Jer.
And he was excited and pumped to have exposed Murphy.
Yes. And that's according to Return of the Mac and Cheese, of course. Those are not our statements. Those are the statements of Kiwi Farms user.
Yeah.
Return of the Mac and Cheese. We're going to have a look here at Jer's Friday show. Jer's Friday show is a big cope and seed session about the bull allegedly f***ing his wife, Luke getting fired, his business failing. By the end of this, he's challenging us to fight him in real life. It's crazy. So let's have a look.
Why did you delete your Drewski video? I didn't. It got flagged.
Now, is this even true?
No.
Like, I've seen no evidence that it was actually taken down
Was
at
he
all.
shitting on? Was he shitting on the Drewski video about Erica Kirk?
Yeah, he was, and he was claiming that it was AI and it wasn't even real.
First of all,
But
it
it's
was
him.
okay. Ready to say one thing about that? Whether you're offended or not, right? So we're allowed to say the word and joke.
Activate your
and
account to start
liberal
using.
censoring our comedy and our speech. But the minute the conservatives are attacked, Tim Pool goes, "This should be illegal."
It's like, no, I'm
That's
sorry.
pussy shit, bro. Whether you feel bad for Erica Kirk or not, we have to allow jokes to be allowed, or else it's gay. And the
Well,
world
I
sucks.
believe that blackface should be allowed.
Yes.
So why shouldn't he be allowed to do whiteface?
Exactly.
But I understand why people are rattled because blackface isn't acceptable, but apparently that is.
Why is it? Yeah, I guess I didn't say anything about it, so people are probably like, "What's going on with that?" But I am checking all the way out. And we're playing some Magic the Gathering.
By the way, it was not flagged. It was not flagged. The video was not flagged.
No, it was.
Why would it be
He's-
flagged
he's-
for you?
Well, what it comes down to is the video didn't perform as well as Jared wanted it to, and he deleted it. That's what it always comes down to. If he was struck down, we would never have heard the end of the crime. There would have been a video on Rumble. There would have been 20 tweets about how it was flagged down. What it is Jared just trying to cover for the fact that he deleted another video that didn't perform well. But I'm open to him providing evidence that it was flagged down, just like I'm open to him presenting evidence of the supposed threats on his family and the packages that are being mailed to his house. I just feel like if quartering, it's similar to when Laura Loomer said that her tires were slashed. It's like, okay, once you've made this claim, it's one thing if it happened and you didn't fucking say anything because you were legitimately worried that it would keep happening and it would provide incentive to these people to fuck with you. But once once you acknowledge it publicly, I feel like you need to provide.
Never mind, you want
proof
$5
of your claims,
or not.
especially when you're clearly shading it at us and basically trying to.
Wait, what are we
believe
talking
us or
about?
Kiwi Farms is sending shit to your house.
So you want? I thought we were waiting until you get paid.
I can't keep track of all my subscriptions, but my BFF Experian could help me easily cancel the ones I don't need. Get the Experian app now. Experian.
God, please don't break my camera, please.
Go to cashnetUSA.com. I get client minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetUSA.com to apply for your money you need.
There's no proof that this is fucking happening. You're just trying to deflect away from the fact that you've been caught with an admitted goal in your home, and now apparently an admitted member of a sex cult in your home. And I just don't know of any other person on the right wing who could have that happen.
Professional
Everybody would just go, "Oh, no,
services.
we can't look at that. We can't criticize that. We can't ask questions about that." Other than Mr. Hambly, who's apparently above criticism, above reproach, and believes that he's God, and that if we want to criticize him, we apparently have to fight him in real life.
Oh
We're
my
not willing
God,
to
they're
do
clogging my
so.
phone.
This is pathetic.
What is my business
This is ridiculous. But you can criticize everyone else.
business
Free laws,
contact
and then
info?
everyone
This,
fucking-
you know, this guy hasn't been involved in doxings. This guy
Black
has supported
Rose
people getting
Seer.
fired from their fucking jobs.
Medicare, try to get Medicare back.
He tried to deplatform Mr. Medicare back in the day with fucking gay ops. So for this guy to cry and say it's not fair game, and this is like we're going below the belt and this and that, fuck you, bitch, cry. We know what you've done, and you're not getting off the hook, buddy. Crying the fucking victim like you are. And this is why, by the way, I want nothing to fucking do with your creepy fucking ass. That's why you get no fucking recourse in this fucking dojo.
What?
buddy.
You found the money?
You put your financial documents
What?
on the Hammer show, and let's find
Wait,
out
so you
what
don't want to
do.
know anymore?
Give me all your fucking financial
Hey,
documents.
I'm open to doing it.
Yeah, this whole
Or shut the fuck up.
whole
Seriously.
fucking fighting thing, like
Checking all the way out. We're gonna be playing some Magic the Gathering. We're gonna be playing some video games.
I do, but you see, like you always make it sound.
are they allowed?
You make it sound like
Stop making
I look like Eeyore or something, or
Right, dude, they
Oscar
have to fight everyone
on
they
here.
made a video on?
If I am in front of the camera, that means anyone who can see me on the camera, I am theirs for that duration. So that there is no me wanting to do it or not.
Like business secrets and Mario from chat. I'm not sure. I'm not.
I don't want to be your annoying ass client. I don't think you need to worry about that at all.
This is the thing, or is he gonna come to us? Is he gonna come to us like we're in like the 18th century? I challenge you to a duel.
Oh my God, they want to access my account. They want to take all my.
He's just been laid
Whoa.
off.
So on a Friday.
Wow, I totally got paid today and did not even notice. Wow, that was a really fast payment. Good Lord.
Like, so he was laid off. Like, it's a
I mean, too bad it's like 9:36 a.m. I mean, 9:36 p.m. So I can't go anywhere.
For his services, so he's fired or quit or laid off, however you want to call it. But we're going to be pedantic about this. This is fake news. This is
let you hold $1.
no, it's not actual at all.
What? Didn't I just tell this thing to
You told us all on your fucking show. But you guys see how dishonest this fucking slime ball is? And how he just squirms around like a worm rather than engaging with things in any sort of honest fashion? It's just brutal.
Okay, I did that.
Showing up, and then we guess.
Okay, good news. I can start using the business tools.
You did on the
I'm not gonna do
fucking
that.
air. You do everything on the air.
Okay.
You
So that's set up nice.
You talk about being broke on the air. About buying books.
Yes, you get an extra question.
It's on the fucking internet.
Since, you know, oh my God, she's so...
Oh yeah, but they're just listening. We're playing your video, going, whoa, buddy.
I mean, if he's mad about it, I don't
God,
know.
she's so
I'm
hot.
sure he's bummed.
Fuck.
But, you know, there's this is business is business, right? You know? And I think this summer can be very, very, very rough.
Oh! The summer is gonna be very, very rough, and that's why Luke's got.
What?
Could it be that as you told us while you were
So you do love me.
and you told all of us when you were drunk as a skunk that you're pretty much 100% sure that you were because financially you can no longer afford to pay him.
You're messing with me again. On live television.
Is that what we're, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh my God, why do they keep turning the air on? Holy God. I don't know why they do this. Okay, restroom and some tea.
In this space, you know, financially, so good business owners accept reality and make the shifts and make the changes as well.
If you were a good business owner who accepted the reality of it, you would have fucking fired all of this staff that's draining you financially a long time ago, and would have just been one man doing the operation, making a really good living for yourself doing it. But you have to have the vanity and the ego of having all these employees, yes sir, I love you sir, and all these women that pretend to be nice to you, that have to be subordinate to you, which fires you up. That's what this is about. And that's why you're bleeding cash.
What good business owner says the summer is going to be rough? It's going to be a bad summer. Yeah, good business owner. It's going to be a tough summer, but like,
It's like going down, you know, going down the ship. You know, I've definitely done that. He's going down the ship.
by the way, good business owner, right? You have to shut down a political website, whatever it's called. The gaming website. The coffee thing is failing.
It's on a downward decline. And this guy, a good business owner, foreseeing there might be a rainy day ahead, and had some form of savings to be able to continue to meet payroll in the event that his Rumble contract went away. But his entire business is not dependent on actually selling anything or providing value to customers. It's entirely dependent on an organization called Rumble continuing to be fleeced by quartering while receiving nothing in return because he has no viewership, no engagement, and no actual memberships coming in. And he believes that it doesn't matter what his numbers are because Rumble pays him anyhow. And he wonders why he lost his Rumble deal. Like, it's not a good business, buddy. Like, you're not. This is what's crazy is these guys like quartering into are able to run a super simple business where they just put out YouTube videos and get paid. They believe no overhead, no
Oh, thank God.
to manage, no money to farm.
Oh, there's a Hostess donut. There was a bag of Hostess donuts, and I had two. Good lord. Tasted like I was like chewing pure sugar, but it was refreshing. Oh, give you a second. Yes, there is no rush. My mind is just in space. And I got to do a question anyway. Oh, never mind. They're asking about being pregnant. What? I can't do this one. It's in Spanish. Mi aprobaron mi residencia. I'm kind of scared to do this one. Yeah, I'm just going to skip that one. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you want to know what your love life will bring for you this year. You state that you do have a crush on someone, but you're not sure if they feel the same. Going by your cards, the Three of Cups in the primary position is already a positive indicator for you, showing that you will have quite a few opportunities for the rest of this year when it comes to relationships. Eight of Wands in the secondary position is also showing that around summer, you will have one person in particular who will try to reach out to you. And it seems like this will blossom into quite a bit of a relationship. It is uncertain how far it'll go exactly. Three of Swords in the final position kind of is already clarifying what I was already getting a feeling about, that in terms of this relationship that's going to come to you for summertime, that it will be rather short lived. So by August, it would fizzle out. But it does seem like you'll end up having yet another opportunity come the next following months for the rest of the year. Now, if you want further details about what to expect for the rest of the year, as well as any issues that may come up with all of your different opportunities romantically, you can give me a call or send me a message. Into my... What? It's a gift card. I'm trying to figure out how to pay you in the website. Require a what? I didn't even know that's a thing. Wait, I didn't even know that's a thing. What kind of gift card is this? Or are we talking about like a prepaid type thing? It requires a zip code. I feel like this came up before at some point in my life. I think there's a trick to it. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Wow, no one's messaged me on this other little platform today. Well, I mean, they did. They messaged me like earlier in the day, but like no one's. I don't know. Okay, this is kind of weird on this website. Kind of triggers me. Is they won't message me during my hours, like when I'm just hanging around here. But then, like it's like as soon as I turn off this stream, it's like for the next 30 minutes to like 2 hours, I suddenly get hit by, I guess it's because everyone's finally powering down or something. They just all suddenly flood my inbox. It's like they get the twilight jitters. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're mainly wanting to know if Phil will continue to be inconsistent with you, or will he make some changes? Going by your cards, Two of Wands in the primary position does show that Phil is very aware that he can't stay in his current funk. So it does seem like he is beginning to think about ways that he can change. Three of Wands shows that pretty soon he will make an initiative to really try and change his behavior around, since it does seem to be straining your relationship. Four of Swords in the final position is showing that even though he will give it an honest try, he will kind of start to tire out and he will need a bit of a reset once again. So I'd say he's going to give you more of what you want, but you need to be prepared for him to kind of burn out again, because he is kind of pushing himself So just try to be patient with him and understand that he's not ignoring your needs. He's trying his best. Now, if you want to know more about what the future holds between the two of you going into summer or any other issues that may come up, you can give me a call or send me a message. Ready, steady, go. It won't let you pay. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we can just wait later. We can wait on the fated day. It's okay. There's no rush. Did I show you my special book yet? Cuz I actually have another coming. I think it comes Friday. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure if you should see. No, I want to pay for that question. It's okay. We can just it's not we can just we can just wait it out. We can just wait. I'm getting hit by waves of your frustration. That's why I sounded weird. I could hear it. I could feel it coming through the screen. It's like an anime where their energy just comes out in waves. It just like hit me like a blast. Because it's so stupid. I mean, I know the zip code thing is weird, but I know that they do it for it's like fraud related stuff that they're so anal about it. I mean, because to be fair, especially in my long history when I was like a manager and stuff, like I don't know, it was crazy how many people like their actual job is to like go around and do weird stuff with gift cards. And they'll literally just do that all day. So I understand why there's so many weird rules. Because there's some maniacs out here. I imagine it was even crazier when checks were still like a thing. Because I dealt with at least one woman who had the craziest check I've seen in my life. I kind of dreamed of writing bad checks when I was a kid. But that all got taken care of a long time ago. Okay, if I do one more question, then I'd be good with that for the night. I just don't want to end on unlucky number 13. Well, actually, 13 isn't an unlucky number, but it is a very powerful number, and it can be very chaotic. So I don't want to have that floating around. I swear I'm recognizing these people. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you want to know if you and Rodney will be in a relationship soon. Going by your cards, the Hanged Man in the primary position and reversed does show that currently things between the two of you have started to take a bit of a turn, and both of you are kind of unsure of where things are headed. However, Three of Cups in the secondary position does show that ultimately a relationship would start to form between the two of you in an official sense. Queen of Pentacles is mostly warning that in order for this to be a successful relationship, you will need to make sure to keep things under wraps and defend the security of the relationship. That's the main theme that the card is saying, which what I'm getting from that is that you need to make sure none of your peers or your extra social circles are really involved or knowledgeable about it, at least for right now, because it seems like they could make things volatile. Now, if you want more information about what the future holds between the two of you leading into summer, as well as any issues that may come up, you can give me a call or send me a message. Ooh. I keep saying I'll wear makeup. It's the noise.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I think. I just gotta make sure, I get a plan for slow summer. That's what's gonna have to do. And
Slow summer.
we'll
In a way, in the summer, isn't that when all the woke movies and shows are released?
Yeah, you think we're in here during the summer. Anti, what look at him here, man. Like, he's just a broken, he's just a sad, broken.
Ash, it was a slow December. It was a slow January, terrible February, awful March. Like, every month is now just the worst month to do anything.
But also simultaneously, he's better than ever, and it's a resurgence, and he's so back.
And we're
But it's also so over, yeah.
where nobody.
What's crazy is, though, if he's really making millions and millions of dollars from the coffee company as he
Oh my god.
wouldn't he be able to float loop? You know?
Yeah.
It's just
$100K a
separate
week.
businesses.
You get $100K a week.
Listen, I really think, though, if the bull owns a percentage of Coffee Brand Coffee, doesn't Jeremy's subscriber base have a right to know that their money goes to the swinger?
My hair is really.
He talks about like
I use it at Amazon, but I can't use it on the website.
supposedly this bull is a multi-millionaire. I don't know
Okay,
if it's
I'm trying to
right or
think.
not, but you told us there are other partners
No, never mind. I don't.
and I think that shouldn't be let go.
I don't think there's a workaround. Wait. Let me think.
Who is the ownership structure?
I could Google
It's no
something.
longer just Jeremy Handley. It's no longer just a small town sole proprietor ownership out. There's multiple different interests at play that we don't know, but we need to give money to him when it potentially could be going to his bull, potentially going to members of a sex cult. We don't fucking know anymore. It's crazy.
we'll reload and fall. Because we're gonna have the midterms, we're gonna have all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've never really thought about it. I've never really thought about the way I title stuff or the way
Oh, I mean, did you just try putting in the zip code you would use for your own card? I think for prepaids you can just put in a zip.
Yes, Mr. Good. He's been known forever as one of the biggest clickbaiters to have ever clickbaited.
Like a month ago.
until recently.
Yep, and nothing.
Until recently?
Hmm.
Stop pissing on us and telling us it's raining, dude.
I was like, oh no,
He's
must be.
just so fundamentally dishonest about nearly everything he says. And then he expects
Okay,
us to be just
I'm
trust me,
seeing
bro.
the
Just trust me about the bull, bro.
the 111.
By the way, you don't deserve
'Cause I remember that there was either you put in your zip or you put in the the 11111 figure zip, where you just put in all ones. Other than that,
You have to think about that because that's your job. That's what we do. It's the fucking job.
My titles and much like Tim's titles.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Oh, now Tim's titles are so bad compared to Corduroy. Yeah, Tim's a piece of shit, right?
It's always about Tim Pool. Always. Get off on me, man.
blah. Other than that, well, okay.
Like every episode.
No, nobody does. Nobody does unless they watch Kino Casino. That's the only place I ever watches any of this.
seriously, that's what I saw coming. Like, I think you can be vague without being like totally crazy clickbaity. So I changed back to my old thumbnails. Said Kevin said his last message is that it's not your titles, it's boring. Imagine saying that, but like
He's gonna do the DXP. Like,
I mean, other than that,
and you're here in my screen.
I mean, other than that, you could try my PayPal, because I guess I don't have any of my extra method. Well, I mean, I've already given you my Cash App. I don't know if they take gift cards. Apparently, PayPal does. So if Cash App doesn't work, I could give you my PayPal, but then you'd definitely know my government name. But it's just here right now. But it's just us right now. Unless you want the card yourself and I send the numbers. I don't think there's a way for me to use it. Is there? I don't think there's a way. Wait. I think there's a way, maybe. Possibly. I think that could work. Yeah, that could work, I think.
You don't sleep, you don't go outside, you're a chronic alcoholic, you're 450 pounds. Who gives for all we know, this guy could be out at a picnic with his wife and
on his phone, trolling
sipping fucking wine on his phone.
This is good. Well, what kind of gift card? Is it like a MasterCard, Visa type thing? Like one of those open gift cards?
By the way, it's not the person to make the argument. You don't have the real life. You spend your entire life on the internet obsessing about
Then yeah, it should be able to work.
and politics and Trump, but then you're gonna tell other people how to know life. Okay, but thing, bro.
By the way, it's like you're not outside. It's beautiful. Should we be outside every day for 10 hours? Or else we're losers? You know what I mean?
Except people making fun of Jared.
There's like $8 on it.
Yeah, by the way, what if the guy lives in fucking like the Yukon territories? You know what I mean?
Oh my god. He sent me like the whole image. Oh my god.
like I would literally just I mean that is a very sad life. It's a very sad life.
Okay. How to do this?
Crying about his life. It really is. You could argue, you complain about shitty movies and you feel about it.
Jared just self-felt it. He's like, well, I guess you could argue I do the same thing when you really think about it. No.
Yeah.
When I spend it, let you know. Okay.
I don't get why people don't get why we make fun of people when most content online is negative. How many happy birthday, happy
Cobalt Jones for 2 subs and Mr. MOS
Let's
for
go.
5.
Let's go.
Ordering engages in drama and criticism and politics and gossip every day.
What?
But when it happens to him, then we all have to cry tears for Jer, how abused he is, how oppressed he is, how his wife fucking feels unsafe, how packages are being mailed to his house.
His car not presenting.
Bullshit.
Bullshit, lie.
Why didn't you put Tim Pool and Dave Smith in your title of the video?
Tim Pool, he said, by the way, you left Tim Pool.
Nice one, Jer.
Why didn't you put Tim Pool and Dave Smith in your title of the video when you didn't even mention that in the video?
I'm so tired of this fruit fly. I want to kill it so bad. What's happening? I can't do it because I think it's gonna get my shit flagged, so I can't do it. I'll just pretend that I didn't see the number.
He's throwing the thumbnail guy. Doesn't the buck stop somewhere, buddy? The buck stops at the owner's desk. It's not though. It's a conservative who doesn't want to have accountability.
I'm so confused. I can't use it because they're telling me that it's gonna get like my account flagged or whatever, and I have too much going on both of my accounts. I can't have anything weird happen.
What's amazing about this is it's like they don't have to because you
Wait a
put
minute.
everything in chat anyway. So nobody has to put it on the back of a $5 or $10 bill. You know, like we just get you crashing out for fucking free.
Wait, there's one more thing I could look at.
Why would we ever do anything more than what we're doing now? Like it's so easy to farm them for content. He just doesn't get it.
By the way, you make $100K a week on coffee, but you're willing to read hate for $5.
Can I use a gift card on Temu? It says, It says yes. Okay.
So he's not interested in listening to people spurg for free. Okay. Fine.
Oh, sins are bad for your heart, Jer. You just gotta knock that off.
What is you're spurting out about?
Was that on $5? Was that on a $5 bill?
No, it was not on a $5 bill because you can get him to spurg for free. Because Emperor Jer believes he's above reproach, jokes, or criticism.
There's a video you don't like the thumbnail about? Fucking move on with your life.
Huh? You already paid me.
How about you take your own advice and move
What?
on?
I haven't taken anything. Oh my god. There's no way for me to get it.
Holy shit. I put out fucking 20 videos a day.
Yeah, I can't touch the gift card. Not like that.
People in chat are spamming on PPT, and the mods are banning every single person who fucking says that. And finally, Jared fucking snaps, and he just starts spurting about me.
Why? ChatGPT told me, don't do it. ChatGPT and Claude told me to not do it. I have to obey my AI overlord. My AI overlords.
Who gives a fuck? Like, Jared believes he's entitled to, like, this guy needs to do it. No, actually,
Yeah. I'm sorry. Looks like our plans got derailed. I could give you a fortune if you want that for your trouble. A fortune is random, like a fortune cookie from a. He said, "No, I'm good."
you're involved in and you're good friends with. Let's talk about
And what a
it.
coincidence. We hit
But now he's gonna
the
go
two,
and
well, we hit the 2 hour mark like 10 minutes ago.
I'm gonna fight these guys. They're
So it's time for me to switch up and see what the rest of my night has for my other works. Yeah. All that build up for everything to okay, I can still do the little fortune thing before I go. Are you sure you don't want to? Yes. I know you're mad. Sure. Let's see what you got. Looks like you'll have to make a decision this month. Are you staying? Are you going? Are you confirming? Or are you holding off? These are things you need to think about for this month. The time is upon you. It's a pretty ominous fortune right there. Yeah, I guess you did get your answer indirectly.
A saltwater aquarium, multiple dogs, pets, apparently a loving wife that definitely isn't cucking.
I think I'm just too good at this.
And this guy is willing, apparently he's so mad at me.
Your question though? Well, I couldn't do that. I just gave you a consolation prize for spending like 20 minutes on the gift card. Is the decision going to be hard? I don't know. I guess we can look into that on the next episode of Shanoa Z. But yeah, good night. Stay out of trouble. Don't go to any weird sites. Why is my mouse not working? Okay, there we go. Good night.